Hey guys, my name is Amanda. Welcome to my channel. I'm so happy to have you here today. In today's video, I'm going to share with you some brand new Valentine's Day DIYs that I really hope you enjoy. If you are new here, please consider sticking around by hitting that subscribe button and also give me a big thumbs up. Okay, let's jump into our first DIY, which is quick and easy. After Christmas, I found this red Tabasco basket on sale for just a few cents, but I'm sure you could find a red one right now in the stores. I also decided to pair it with some of these foam roses from Dollar Tree. They have 4 different colors. I opted out of using the red and just decided to use the cream, the peachy pink, and then the pink. All I did was line 4 up in a row of the cream, and then I did the peachy pink, and then I did the pink. Hindsight, I probably could have fit 5 in a row, and there is 6 to a package, so really how tight you want to wedge them in there is up to you, but I just did 4 in a row, and then I knew that I could use my extra flowers and just kind of take them apart and tuck the petals here and there if there was any sparse spots. So I'm just using a hot glue to attach these little foam roses to the cross part of my Tabasco basket. Super easy, super cute. I kept this really simple. I didn't add a bow or anything, but you totally could, and that would be really pretty as well. I just thought this was a super cute accent piece for any vignette or even a wall. So here is what this is going to look like. Now, like I said, I did use some of my extra flowers. I took them apart and used the petals to fill in extra spaces. And here we go, a super simple and easy 5-minute DIY on a budget. I hope you like that one. And moving into the next one, I have seen these all over YouTube the past couple of years, but I wanted to make my own. So I grabbed a foam wreath from the Dollar Tree. And I grabbed 4 bags of Conversation Hearts, the Dollar Tree brand, but I only used 3, so there's a reference for you. Now, all I am going to do is paint my wreath form. I used ivory chalk paint because that's all I had on hand, but you could use white or whatever color you want. You just want a nice base so that if there's any spots showing between your hearts, it is not that ugly green color. Then I'm just going to use tiny dabs of hot glue to glue my hearts down. I ended up doing 4 rows, so I went all the way around the ring once as 1 row, and then I did it again and again until I had 4 rows, and the front and most of the side of my wreath form were covered. This is very easy to do. I did try and create a pattern the best I could. I had to change it up in a few spots. For some reason, there are fewer green hearts than any other color. I'm not sure why that is, but again, I just continued hot gluing until this whole form was covered. When I started on a new row, I did try and start between the points of the last row, so hopefully that makes sense. And I do want to apologize right here for the lighting. One of my lamps broke, so the lighting is not perfect, and I do apologize about that. And you guys look in the right corner of the screen. My son kept stealing the Conversation Hearts, and don't worry, I did not tap his hand very hard. No children were harmed in the filming of this wreath, but here is what it looks like. So adorable. And then I just grabbed a little scrap piece of ribbon and hot glued that to the back for a hanger. And here we go. If you are worried about pests or insects, you can spray this with a sealer and that will make it more repellent, but I'm not really worried about it at all. I just think this is so adorable, and I'm glad I finally took the time to do it. I probably will end up making a little tree out of these too. I just love these soft and pretty colors. Okay, let's talk about today's challenge. I have participated in this challenge the past couple of years. Every year we have a new bunch of ladies, but they're always so talented, and this year is no different. I am so honored to be with them in this collaboration. So please make sure to check everybody out. I will have them linked in my description box along with a playlist for your convenience, and you will get tons of inspiration. And as always, a special thank you to CJ DIY for putting this whole thing together. Okay, let's jump into my next DIY. This is another one that I have seen in a few different places, but I thought was so fun, this rose topiary. And I'm going to use a pot from Dollar Tree. You can use any size planter that you like, any color. I'm going to be spray painting mine. I have a dowel rod that I purchased from a pack from Walmart, but if you wanted to stay strictly Dollar Tree, you could use a toilet plunger. Now, here is where I went to the $3 section and got this rose kissing ball. You could make your own, but I don't think you could do it for $3. You would need the roses, you would need the styrofoam, and this is already done for you. It is so convenient. So here's where I spray paint this planter pot, and then I'm going to hot glue some foam into the bottom, and I already have my little dowel rod in there, which I have also painted. Now I'm going to dummy up the bottom of my planter. I didn't have any Spanish moss or anything like that, so I am just using this car washing cloth from Dollar Tree to dummy this up. I wanted to add some of this pretty tulle with white flakes on it from Dollar Tree, but I knew it was see-through, so now it looks much better with that white underneath. I just went ahead and tucked it in until I thought that it looked pretty. Next, I'm going to cut the little hanger off of my kissing ball, and I'm going to make a hole in it so I can stab my dowel rod through it. I tried to do it without making a hole, and it was a little difficult, so I made a hole with my scissors. I added a little bit of hot glue into the hole, and then put it down over the dowel rod, and this worked out perfectly. Such a quick and easy way to make a gorgeous topiary. I found these wooden sticks at Dollar Tree with little hearts on them, painted the hearts white. Now I just grabbed a couple of Dollar Tree ribbons and wrapped them around the top of my dowel rod and just tied a simple little bow. This is optional. I just thought that this made it look dainty and so sweet. Now here are our little hearts that we painted white. I'm just going to go ahead and cut them down a little bit and stab them into this kissing ball. I only painted one side of my hearts because I was low on paint, but you could definitely paint both sides. Here's what it looks like. I think it is so pretty, and I hope you like it too. This DIY is so quick and easy. Do not blink because you will totally miss it. It is this gorgeous little tray using these new wooden trays from Dollar Tree. I think they are so pretty. Dollar Tree has several different kinds right now, but I love these little scalloped edges. They just kind of remind me of like a cupcake. I don't know why, but just like the sweet theme. I think they're adorable. If you're doing a sweet theme, this little tray would be perfect. I spray painted it with this pink color. I also spray painted this candlestick. This is not a Dollar Tree candlestick. I got this at a thrift store, but a Dollar Tree candlestick would be perfect as well. Once everything is spray painted in any color that you choose, just glue your candlestick upside down in the middle of your bottom tray, and then put some hot glue on the top or bottom of the candlestick, depending on how you look at it. Add on your other tray. And here you go, an adorable little mini tier tray. And you could paint the sides with some white if you wanted to, the scalloped sides, just to add an accent. But I liked this just as it was. I think it is so sweet and looks adorable with my Valentine's Day decor. Okay, for the next one. This one is very basic, but I think it is so pretty, and it's a nice large piece to add into your Valentine's Day decor. Grab 4 of these Dollar Tree bamboo cutting boards. I also grabbed a wood heart from Dollar Tree. Paint your cutting boards any color you like. I used Waverly White. Then I grabbed these wood planks from Dollar Tree. They come 6 to a pack, but you could really use anything you like just to securely attach these cutting boards together. So I flipped them to the back side and I just arranged these planks. It worked out perfectly for me to use all 6. And then I just hot glued them down, and I flipped my piece back over. Here is what we have so far. Next, you can use some stickers or whatever you like. I just used some Cricut letters and placed them down. I did the L, the V, and the E, and then I spray painted over it the color of my choice, which is this pink Rust-Oleum paint. Then I grabbed this package of cute little wooden hearts from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to spray paint one with this pink color again. Coming back to my spray painted cutting boards, this is what it looks like. I am going to use my tool to remove the letters, and here is what we have. I think this looks so pretty and adorable. I love white and pink together. Now we're just going to hot glue our prepared wooden heart right there where the O should be, and here is what this will look like. Next, I'm taking my little wooden heart that I spray painted with that pink color, and I am hot gluing that down on top of my wooden heart. And here is what this looks like. I think this is so pretty, so easy to make. You could totally put a hanger on it or add more embellishments. You could really do this up, but I honestly just thought it looked super pretty, just simple like this. For about $7, you have a very large and nice looking piece. Okay, here is an idea to create an easy wreath form. I am going to be using this yarn from Hobby Lobby that you can get 40% off oftentimes. It's a really good deal. And this wreath form from Dollar Tree. So what I'm going to be doing is taking a strip of yarn at a time so I don't have too much yarn to work with. I am going to be hot gluing my yarn down. Then I am simply going to weave it in and out. So here is where I hold it up and I try my best to show you what I'm doing, but it's really so simple. First, as you can see, I'm pulling the yarn under that little middle bar. Then I'm wrapping it around the top bar. Then I'm doing the opposite as I come back. I'm going over the middle bar, then going under the bottom bar. Then I will reverse it once I pull it all through, and I will do the opposite, like so. I'm pulling it back through, and then I am going under, and next I will go over. And yes, you can see the bar, but once you scrunch your yarn together, and this yarn is so fluffy, the bar will be covered up, and you'll have this beautiful woven look. I think it just looks so great. So here I am continuing to pull it back and forth, and really you're just using that middle bar as you're over under, and that will help you keep track of what you are doing. Go all the way around, and then you'll need another strip for the bottom. Now once you get to the point, it's a little bit tricky because the top of the point kind of fills up faster than the bottom. So at the bottom there was a couple times that I just had to wind it around that middle bar, but you'll see what I'm doing here, and also it is so easy to kind of figure out yourself. So here is where I am continuing to just wrap to the point. And here is where I had to just go around that very bottom ring a couple of times. As you can see, I just have a tiny space to work with. And so I'm just trying to get it in. And then I'm just going to go around that bottom bar a couple times just to make sure it's covered up. Right here is where I'm doing that. I'm just looping around the bottom bar. And I do that twice, and that really doesn't mess up my pattern. It still looks adorable. And then I just cut off the excess. So hopefully that makes sense, but you can see here what I did. Just keep going until you can't go, and then just wound it around. Now I grabbed some pearls from Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to glue them on. This step is totally optional. I just thought it looked really pretty. Of course, you could do a bow, or you could do some rosettes or anything that you like, but I quite often do bows and flowers on my channel, so I wanted something a little bit different, and I think that this is just so soft and so sweet, and I really love how it looks. You'll have to let me know down below in the comment section what you think about this DIY. Here's a fun one that I made for my son's girlfriend, who apparently loves Sour Patch. So hopefully she does, because she's getting a lot of it. But this DIY is so fun. Again, it's another one that I've seen lots, but I wanted to do for myself. So my take on it is to grab 4 boxes and use balloon glue dots to attach them. I'm just putting balloon glue dots all along one side and then doing like so, standing another one on it. So I have this little corner, and then I'm doing this again and putting them together to create my box. Now there's lots of things you can put on the bottom, but I decided to use this conversation heart from Dollar Tree. I thought it was just a really nice touch. I did use a little bit of hot glue for that because I wasn't sure that the glue dots would be strong enough. But here's what that looks like. I stuffed my box with a little bit of tulle, and then I did put another Sour Patch on a dowel rod to stand up in my bouquet. I later decided that I didn't want the dowel rod on there. It just made it too high. So I took it off the dowel rod and just attached it to the top of the boxes. But I also added these warhead cubes from Dollar Tree. I took a couple of Valentines out of this package and added the little lollipops and cards to the front. I also added some glittery hearts that come to several to a pack, and I made a little tulle bow and added a heart inside of that. I think this is such a fun gift, and my son was so excited to give it to his girlfriend, so hopefully that goes well. But here's what it looks like. You can do this with any type of boxed candy. Here's another fun idea that I made for my daughter. These were all the rage last year, but I didn't even see them until this year. So here again is my take on it. I grabbed one of these styrofoam wreath forms from Dollar Tree. I also grabbed some masking tape because the ribbon that I wanted to use was clear. So I had to kind of improvise. I cut the top off of the wreath form and I wrapped it in this duct tape. Then I am going to wrap my ribbon around it. Again, this ribbon was see-through. It was very sheer. So I thought that this gave me the best chance so that I didn't see the green through the ribbon. So here's what that looks like, wrapping the ribbon around, gluing it down, and then you have your wreath form prepared. Next, most people that make this use a little plate at the top between the bowl and wreath form. I didn't have a plate. Skipping that, it was midnight when I made this. It was way too late to run out. So what I'm doing is taking two of these little bowls from Dollar Tree and filling up my bottom bowl. I use this gift filler also from Dollar Tree, and then just some goodies. You can put anything you like in here. So I am going to be adding some of these little gummy worms that my daughter loves, and you can get cotton candy at Dollar Tree in a 3-pack, and they're super cute. So I'm going to add those in there, and then I'm going to add these little fudge hearts. She really likes chocolate, so this is what that is going to look like. Then I'm going to take my second bowl and place it upside down on top of the first bowl. I'm going to use some tape to hold everything shut until it is nice and secure, and then I am going to hot glue it on to the flattened part of my wreath form. Then I'm just going to stand it up against the wall to let the hot glue dry. You will need to kind of lean this up against something. It is not very functional standing on its own, but it is super cute. I'm just creating a bow here using some ribbon I had in my stash. The second ribbon is Dollar Tree ribbon. The first ribbon I believe came from Walmart. So here we're just creating loops and stacking them on top of each other. Then I'm going to gather everything up together along with my tails, and I'm going to zip tie it all together and then fluff it out and nicely. So here's what that looks like, just taking my little zip tie and pulling it tight. And then once I get that done, I like to give my loops a good fluffing, and I am going to be gluing this little heart inside of my bow just to add a little bit of a touch to it. I also dovetail the ends of my ribbon, which just means I fold it over and cut a triangle upward. And here's what this looks like. I think it is so pretty. My daughter was so excited when she saw it. So I guess a lot of the items in this video were things I've been wanting to create for a long time and had never been able to or hadn't gotten around to it. I had so much fun creating these, and I really hoped that you enjoyed them as well. Thank you so much for watching today, friends. Again, if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Also, giving me a big thumbs up really helps me out here on YouTube. Take care, friends. I will see you soon.